There is no AI without good data quality. That's why we have decided to use Head.io, because data quality is not optional. My name is Andre Wuteno. I'm a principal cloud platform architect at Bayer, and I'm working for the Bayer Consumer Health division. For us, Head.io has changed the way on how we are building trusted and reusable core data assets. Prior to Head.io, we were not able to have a full picture across what is happening across all markets. So we are using Head.io with more than 11,000 business rules at scale in order to harmonize our data sets to build one truly global market core data asset that we can reuse in order to build impactful data products and AI solutions. Everyone can rely that in the attribute, for example, brand, aspirant is always written the same way, regardless from which market this data was coming from and regardless in which format the data was provided. Business rules were often coded in different programming languages, which made them difficult to maintain. With Head.io, our data stewards do not further need to maintain code in order to build business rules, but can do this in a user-friendly UI, which helped us significantly lower the effort for maintaining our data quality and integrate various different data sets. If you need to maintain more than 11,000 business rules in code, it's quite a lot of risks that are associated with, because business rules can change from 1 month to another. They can actually change from one data set to another, and even from one day to another. If you need to consider this in code, it's getting tremendously complex to maintain that. Prior to Head.io, we usually identified data quality issues late in the pipeline when a report was published for our users. We're now identifying this much earlier in the pipeline, and we can then decide by ourselves if we should request a new data set by the data provider or if we should build a business rule that fixes the issue. Head.io fits perfectly into our environment because Header can be used from multiple different backend services like Databricks, like .NET applications or other PySpark engines. We just need to define a business rule once and can reuse that business rule in multiple different cases. So we can validate different data sets against the same set of business rules, which ensure more consistent data quality. The maintenance of business rules is backed up by GitHub, for example, which makes lifecycle management of business rules even easier. As everyone knows, Excel is a very powerful tool, and there are lots of processes who are relying on Excel, especially in master data management. That's why it was important for us that our business rule engine and data quality check engine can also be applied in Excel, so that data stewards and people who are maybe not that close to IT can validate their data set prior to ingesting this into our data platform. And with the new Head.io Excel plugin, they can validate their data directly where they usually maintain their data. With Head.io, every project can decide by themselves which kind of business rules and data quality checks they would like to implement, which KPIs they would like to track for better data quality, and what kind of actions they would like to perform in order to either automatically solve data quality issues, or if they just would like to report what kind of data quality issues exist. One thing that I'm very proud of is how much our market core data asset, which benefits significantly from Header, is used across all data analytics products at Bayer Consumer Health. Today, we have more than dozens of data products who are heavily using market data, either for local market data reporting or even for demand forecasting for multiple different markets, for multiple different regions across the globe. That kind of adoption of well-trusted data is significant. It is a game changer for us on how we are building data analytics solutions at scale. We had the pleasure to partner with OH22 since Header 1.0 that we jointly developed into Header 2.0, which is now fitting even better into our environment. What we like specifically about Head.io is that if we require any additional functionalities that is not yet covered, that we can engage with OH22 in order to implement that functionality quickly for us, and those further improve the value of Head.io for our platform. Head.io is the perfect tool for everyone who cares about data quality. It's just awesome.